Anybody who's ever worked with me knows that I'm a great fan of making life as simple as humanly possible. And one of the ways that people overcomplicate life is by believing false narratives, believing false stories, especially subconscious stories. So one of the things that we tend to believe, which isn't correct, is that the world is there to test you. So if you say to yourself, the world is there to test me, you can only be reacting to the world. You're never going to be proactively getting ahead of the world because you believe in something outside of you has the power to control you. Something outside of you has the power to influence you. But what if I told you that the world isn't there to test you, the world is a reflection of you? The world reflects your internal subconscious stories. So what you believe about the world, the stories you tell yourself about the world, are what you will see appearing in the world to prove those stories to be correct for you. So why does this work? Well, basically it's got fuck all to do with new age woo-woo, and it's got fuck all to do with wishy-washy manifestation. It's got something to do with a thing called the reticular activating system that exists and sticks within your limbic system, your unconscious mind, at the base of the brain. Now your RAS, your reticular activating system, is designed to filter reality. It needs to filter reality because every single second of the day, your unconscious mind receives 11 million bits of data per second through your 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. But your conscious mind obviously can't process that much data per second, it would blow it up. So your brain has to filter reality, has to generalize, distort, and delete the facts in order to give you the stuff you can process. So every second as you move through the world, you are deleting about 9,999,000 bits of data per second. That's a lot of stuff you're deleting, generalizing, and distorting in order to exist in this world, in order to create your world. So what you believe about the world is what your brain filters through that filter system. The stuff that you most believe in, so your dominant thoughts, your dominant emotions, your dominant beliefs, the dominant stories you tell yourself. It thinks that's the most important stuff to you, so it filters all the things out that are not in alignment with that. So if your dominant thoughts, emotions, and beliefs and stories are negative and limiting, it's going to prove that to be correct for you. It's going to filter out everything that proves that the world is actually very positive. The world actually does have some good stuff in it. The world does have things that could make you happy, fulfill, content, and give you a state of inner peace. But because you don't believe that at a subconscious level, you delete that data, you delete that information. So if you want to know what kind of subconscious stories you're telling yourself, that it means that that is reflected back in your real world, have a look outside your world and you'll see it. So if you want to know what your subconscious stories are around finances, go and have a look at your bank balance. It will show you what your stories are. Is it good story? Is it bad story? Is it a horror story? Is it a comedy? Is it a drama? Look at your relationship. Look at the state of your relationships. That will reflect what your stories are, your subconscious stories. Again, is it a horror story? Is it a comedy? Is it a drama? Is it a thriller? So if you want to change your external world, if you want your world to be more in alignment with a world that you can flow in, that you can feel at peace within, you need to change the subconscious stories. You need to change what is inside in order to change what is outside. When you change the subconscious stories, your RAS, your reticular activating system, will filter reality very, very different. That's it. Enjoy.